Welcome to the Kind K Show. Here's where we speak up on it. Tuesday thoughts. Got a nice Tuesday here, man. We got some interesting things that happened in the overnight. This shit just don't stop. It's a roller coaster always. Goddamn, somebody always in some shit, huh? Anyways, we'll be back after this short intermission.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it.
Oh, that you're punching in Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. 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 Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. She's not into material, but she like it physical. Can't wait to download my digital. I'm grinding, I'm rushing. Girl, you got me crushing. Said I'm crushing, You're the cream in my coffee. I wanna stir it up.
Ones and twos and singing.
Three the hard way. We at it. We at it.
Yes,
D Mac,
sir.
Tony T, and
Hey,
Pie
yes,
in the
sir.
place to be. What's up with y'all, fellas?
Oh man, everything is good. Everything is good.
We got
Everything.
people doing things strange without change. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If
Man,
you're gonna be doing
that
something
part.
strange, at least get some change for it. Shit.
Well, somebody
Don't,
gonna get some change out of this
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Don't lose your change. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Don't
yeah.
Don't lose your change by doing something strange. Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. Shit. Cause this shit, you know what I mean? There's some hard times out here, like mother would say.
What
There's
I
some
say
new
about
there's some shit. Hey man,
what I
look
say
here.
about dimes and nickels. What I
Oh
say.
man, yeah. Yeah. Talking about you want some new shit out here, trust me. There's some new shit out here if you want it.
So
You know what
it's
I'm saying? Some new shit out here if you want it for sure.
gonna cost your ass, though.
It's gonna cost your motherfucking ass. You better slow your goddamn roll. Sometimes you get too old to be doing certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's just real talk. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Look, trust me, I know. You know what I'm saying?
We all do.
Like I said, I done tried to polish up a few nickels and got rid of a dime. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it wasn't worth it. God
It
damn it.
don't, it don't add up.
Wasn't goddamn worth it. I'm trying to tell y'all. Straight up. Anyways, so look here, man. So that brings us to the hot topic of the day. If you caught your significant other having relations outside, how should you confront the issue? Right? How should you confront this issue without saying any names? I ain't even got to tell y'all who the hell it is. Y'all, most people know what the hell's going on today. If you're not, I don't know where your ass been. You know what I'm saying? But if you get caught outside, having relations outside your relationship, how do you confront the issue? What is the proper way, man or female? How do you confront the issue? Now, from a woman's perspective, they do things a little different. We can't speak on there. You can only speak on it from our perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, bro. That's one goddamn thing I ain't gonna do is let the whole world know how stupid I look, or how stupid she made me look. You know what I'm saying? I
Man,
ain't gonna do that. That's
Right.
what I'm not gonna do. You cause you
yeah.
think you exposing them and whatever, but you can't really be mad at the other person. You should be mad at your significant other because they have the code to the garage, right? You know the little button you push on your remote when you open the garage to drive in? They got that remote sitting right up there on their visor. They know all the codes to the alarms to get in the house. You shouldn't be giving that away to outside people, right? So, and especially how graphic uh
Yeah.
you're doing things.
Thing.
Now I ain't telling people the right and wrong way of how to do shit, right? But like my daddy said, it's the right way to do wrong. God damn it.
Hey, look, and with this social media shit, man, the days that we living in now, you can't do wrong, brother. It's a fucking rap. There's no your footprints are every fucking where, man. You know. So the best thing to do is stay in pocket, man. Don't even do it, cause your ass is not gonna get away with it. I guarantee you that shit. It might seem like it at some point, But sooner or later, the whole goddamn thing gonna come caving in, man. And are you willing to handle those consequences, man?
No
Was
doubt.
this shit worth it?
Yeah, to me, man, the confrontation needs to stay in house. First off, um, two reasons. For one, is what you said. You gonna publicly humiliate your damn self, because you look at it from the point of view of what we're talking about here. Uh, as the male, you got your significant other, text messaging and talking about having sex and doing all these things with this guy, and there might be some things that y'all ain't doing.
Mm.
First off, second,
That's the
when
worst
you
part about it, bro. She's saying things to him that she ain't saying to you. God damn.
yeah, I mean, because some of it
God damn.
is like if you were doing that stuff with her, uh, then she probably wouldn't have strayed, or you just with somebody who's like that. Either way, male or
Sometimes
female.
you can't make a housewife. That's all I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Um,
And and number two is you don't make it. You don't put that shit out in the public. Because what happened if you had that little change of heart, and you wanna forgive? Now you really look like a dumbass. Because now you walking around with the person you want everybody to be mad at them, and then you still walking around with them.
Mm.
So
and
you look like the dummy.
the cold thing about it is, and this is a commonality for a lot of relationships. When shit like that happens, you you find out somebody is really digging what you've been ignoring. It really brings that much more attention to what you've been ignoring. Now you want to be all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying?
It's too late now.
Not
Shit.
yeah. It's too late for what had happened because you can't take it back once you
Right.
gave it away. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. You can, usually what happens, and people need to pay attention to this shit. This is some common shit for real. People don't not enough people pay attention to shit. Something happens in a relationship, right? And y'all get back together, and the next thing you know, somebody pregnant. I don't know, like why y'all think having a kid just erases all the shit
Solving
that
problems.
happened in the relationship,
No.
prior to, but it don't erase the shit. Like it's like you gonna renew the womb. You know what I'm saying? By now you're gonna have a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That is a common thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you still within that age limit to be able to do that, that happens. Pay attention to that. If you got some friends or relatives and some shit like that happen, you're gonna pay. That's a common thing that happens. I don't know why that is, but I noticed that shit a long, long time ago. So, but but that is a commonality in relationships. I don't know why that people think they're just gonna renew the goddamn relationship by bringing an extra, a seed
Right.
to the plant. Yeah,
That
plant
that
another
don't bring
seed.
it in closer. It don't bring it in closer.
No, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I
no.
guess it's like shit, we're gonna start anew. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're gonna have to renew your vows. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, get divorced and get remarried or something. I don't know how the fuck you how do you how do you deal with that, bro? If you as a man, how would you deal with that, Tony T? If you have experienced some of that, you gotta I mean, I know you ain't had that kind of experience, but if you did, that did come on your doorstep, how you handle it, bro? I want to know. The
I'm gonna
people
be
want to
like
know.
that motherfucking cartoon, man. I can't remember which one it was, but the dude was like, exit stage left. You get the hell out of there, bro. Hey, look here. There's no, the issues that we talking about with the individual that we talking about, man. That shit is beyond repair, bro. You know what I mean? It's just beyond repair. There's nothing you can do when you caught up in a situation like that. So I can't remember. People help me remember what cartoon that is, but the one that always said exit stage left and got the fuck out.
That was
That's
that
my
was
approach on it, man.
that was Snagglepuss.
Yeah, that's him. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Exit
It-
stage
Stage
fucking
left.
so
left.
it ain't no repairing with you. You on to the next, huh?
How could you? Because you know what I mean. The text messages and and the responses from the individuals, man, you know, shit, that's too heavy, man.
Yeah.
Too heavy for me anyway.
Well, like it's it was like that one comedian said though. He said, and he was pretty good, dog. I can't remember this dude's name, but this dude say, "Look here, you know, don't go breaking up. You know what I'm saying? There's too much shit out there. Trust me. You want to find some new shit out there." That was him that said that shit. He said, "Look here, if you come home and go upstairs and it's a man in the bed with your woman, just close the door, go downstairs if you got one, sleep on the couch, and when she wake up next morning, say, okay, bitch, I owe you one, and keep that thing a moving just like that."
That is what you call a motherfucker.
Don't go breaking up.
warrior.
Just tell her ass, I
He's a
owe you
super-
one, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Not in my fucking bed, Playboy.
Hell no, man.
Hey, look here. Hey,
The warrior
look
for
here.
that shit, boy.
Hey, look here. And if y'all doing stupid shit like being in other people's homes, you know, you deserve whatever you gonna get in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, juries really will be real sympathetic to some shit.
Right.
If you in another man's or another woman's household himself doing some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
they
know.
they real lenient on crimes of passion.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what-
man, shit.
Crime of passion.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be careful with that shit, man. Look here, get you know, stop being cheap. God damn it, go somewhere, you know, far away. You know what I'm saying? And don't be keeping receipts.
Ain't no going away, man. You can't get away. Them cameras
Hey, look,
everywhere, man.
I
You
tell
know
him,
what I mean?
Hey, don't pay for the hotel out of the joint bank account. Dumbass.
yeah, or with
Hey,
the his or hers credit card.
camera, you can pay PayPal, anything you want. They go find your ass, man.
Hey, man,
Your
I tell you, you
footprint
can't
out-
do 1970 crimes in the year 2000. Can't do it.
You got to use Morse code or some shit, man. It's impossible.
It's a blueprint from the time you walk out that door and to the time you step back in, right?
Damn right.
Or pull back up in the driveway. One of the two, man, because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
And truthfully, you saying, you know, you're on surveillance when you know, as soon as you walk out of the house. The crazy part is you're under full surveillance. So all they gotta do is check your cell phone before you left the house, because you was probably saying, I'm on my way to whoever the hell it is you were going to see anyway. Or I'm getting ready to go do this. Whatever you getting ready to go do, you probably said it, texted to somebody on your cell phone right before you walked out on full surveillance.
This
And
one
that's-
chick, she was so cold with it. She left her ear pods in his car, right? Because she tracked her ear pods in his car, knowing that his ass wasn't going where he said he was going, and busted his ass that way. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's some clever shit, and they got apps out here nowadays.
Yeah,
that
they
track
got
your
it
ass
all,
trackers. They put it on up under your bumpers.
Put it in the
You ain't
trunk.
getting away with shit. I'm glad I'm too old for
Well,
all that shit nowadays. You know what I mean? I'm too old to be playing all that. I can't do all that shit no more. I ain't got the energy. I
I'm
ain't got
gonna
the
tell you
energy.
what you got to do, Cobb. You got to get a pigeon coop and raise some damn some pigeons. Put some messages on the pigeon and fly that motherfucker over there, man. You and the frog, y'all gonna communicate with pigeons and shit, man.
Hey,
Y'all gotta
if I was
communicate
Mike
with
Tyson, if only I was Mike Tyson allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If only I was Mike Tyson, I would have some pigeons. Goddamn.
Them pigeons
The
back
only
in-
person that get away with some shit like that. You know what I mean? He tied some goddamn fucking SOS messages and shit on pigeons' legs and sent them off, and they'll come back. He trained them motherfuckers how to come back and do tricks and shit. If only I was Mike Tyson allegedly.
All right, look, Cobby, if I see some pictures in the background, I'm gonna know exactly what happened, man. So he took heed to what I said and send it, not sending text messages.
Yeah.
Not
Well, I'm gonna tell you right
Facebook
now.
shit.
Hey man,
That much on that
that part of
pigeon.
my life is over with, bro. I'm too old for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all I need is one, dog. I'm good.
That's it.
I ain't got any. Matter of fact, I can't even run no more. So ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no getting away.
Yeah, ain't no getting away. Nigga. You know, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand your limitations. You know what I'm saying?
Technology, boy.
Yeah, I can't even run. My scooter don't move that damn fast. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, it don't matter if you ran a 4 flat 40. Your ass is still ain't getting away.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a
What they say?
scooter?
You got to come home. God
You
damn it.
goddamn right.
You got to come home sooner or later. You got to come home. Your clothes are still here. You got
Yeah.
to come home, huh?
Everything is still
Shit.
here, partner.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, shit. Man, that's crazy, man. But anyway, hey, look, I hope that brother in some way didn't mess up what he got going on at his own cause at his own place or whatever. And I know that's probably what the intent was, to put it all out there on social media, but in retrospect, you made yourself look like an ass too, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And your wife too. I mean, she's still your
Right.
wife, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For whatever. You married her, you know what I mean? So shit. To some degree, that's your fault too. Shit. You got a life to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't control everything she does, but
You gotta look in the mirror about some
yeah,
shit.
you chose that. That's what you chose. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
reason she led astray, you know.
You knew the job was dangerous when you took it. You know, I'm just playing. You knew the job was dangerous when you
There
took it.
go, you know, these cats these days are sensitive as fuck because see, he put all that shit on that internet, man, and now it's gonna sink in that the world is seeing this shit, and it's gonna make him look even worse, just as bad, if not worse, than the female. You
Man,
know,
you
Yeah.
want
so then he
clowning
got to deal with that shit. This motherfucker probably about to go on a mental roller coaster like no other, man.
they clowning that nigga at work.
Yeah, family members and shit. His life
Hey,
will never be the same, bro.
he lucky he ain't got my friends. Shit.
right,
Mm.
right.
God damn. You know what I'm saying? He lucky he ain't got my friends. You
Well,
know.
you know what, Kai? If he had your and I are kind of friends, he wouldn't have did that shit.
Oh, hell no. Shit.
He wouldn't have did
If
it.
he did, he
Hell
wouldn't
no.
have told nobody. That shit wouldn't have been
Nah,
on
hell no, he wouldn't have told
the
nobody. Hell
No,
no. Shit. He was like,
no.
did you hear such and such was in jail?
man.
What is in jail for?
He
What do
didn't.
you
He didn't
do? What do you do
exercise.
now?
Right.
Yeah, he didn't look at that cartoon. He didn't exit stage left.
He's at stage left.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna take a little small commercial break, and then we'll be right back, man. Well, I'm gonna come back with something else related to that, and then be almost time to get up out of here. I'll be right back. Mingles Tea Bar, located in the city of Inglewood, 8443 Crenshaw Boulevard, nearest Cross Street, Manchester and Crenshaw Boulevard. Mingles has an assortment of organic loose-based teas, both caffeinated and caffeine-free. When you come to Mingles, you can get your teas, both hot or cold. They're all organic based. There are healing agents in their teas for the mind, body, and the soul. Come on down and enjoy Mingles. They have an assortment of desserts, pies, and cakes. Pound cake, lemon cake, cheesecake, red velvet cake. Their peach cobbler is said to be the best in Minglewood. Come on down and enjoy Mingles. You can rent it out for your birthday and anniversary parties, proms or graduations, private luncheons, executive and corporate meetings. They're right down the street from Inglewood Cemetery. You can even rent it out for a repast. Their Serenity Gardens provides an excellent space for it. Remember, it's not just Mingles in Inglewood, it's Minglewood. 8443 Crenshaw Boulevard, 310-871-6310. All right, fellas, we back, man. Hey, look here, y'all. Go on down there to Mingles in Inglewood and get you a nice tea, man. They got the peach cobbler's off the chain. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. They even got with the zucchini what they call it some type of dang, what's my brother like that shit? Some type of zucchini bread or some shit like that. Anyways, they got a lot of little desserts, cheesecakes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, real velvet cake, pound cakes, lemon cake is outstanding. They call it the crack cake. That lemon cake they say is crack. So, because your ass just gotta have it. You know what I mean? So y'all going down there to Mingles. Remember, it's caffeinated and not and caffeine free loose space teas. Get on down to Mingles and or call them if you trying to give a you got the proms coming up. You need a space to host your prom, graduation parties. All that's coming up. It's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Birthdays, all that. Got enough space for everything. Call them up. All right, man. So look here. We gonna one more. This was what's the main attribute in a solid relationship? What's the main attribute in a solid relationship? So we gonna what y'all think the main attribute in a solid relationship is? From your
Trust,
perspective,
brother.
trust.
Trust. Yeah, man. Because if you ain't got that shit, if the foundation ain't built off trust, that motherfucker's bound to crash and burn, brother. Simple.
Yeah, it's a lot of in that trust. You got a lot of things in that. You got truth. Being honest. You know what I'm saying. No lies. You know what I'm saying. Being upfront. I guess will
Mm-hmm.
go along with that attribute of trust. That's a good. That's a good one. That's a good. That's a
Yeah,
good.
I agree, Tone. Trust make you sleep better.
You damn right.
You
Make
ain't
you
thinking
and
about
her sleep better. You know what I'm
a
talking
whole
about?
lot of different stuff. If you trust that person, you ain't thinking, they
Mm-hmm.
out doing stuff every time they walk out the door and all of that stuff, man. You ain't thinking about that stuff. Trust and I have to say loyalty as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have it coming from the other end of that trust is, I'm not gonna do it because I got too much to lose, or whatever. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but
So.
one
Uh-huh.
one major attribute, I think people underestimate uh, liking who you're with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um,
Facts.
everybody puts the emphasis on love, but if you can love a person and not like them,
Damn right.
and it still ain't gonna fucking work.
Mm-mm.
No question.
You gotta like that person and still have a friendship in there to for it to sustain itself. You got to be able to tell the jokes and laugh and still do that type of stuff. So to me, you gotta like that person. You gotta like who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact where I don't have to. I like when I don't have to tell motherfuckers something. You know what I'm saying? They already know. You know what I mean? I've been in. I've met a few people like that where, we know we
You're in sync.
yeah, we in sync. There you go. That's a good word for it. Before I can even suggest or whatever, they already, what I'm saying, and already did what I was gonna tell them to do. You know what I mean, or ask them to do, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's it's important contributor. I find in long relationships. You know what I'm saying, and then one thing I should have put up there. Shit, what's some things that you don't, some attributes you don't like? Shit, that too, 'cause that's a contributing factor too on how to have a solid relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't into arguing with no females. I ain't into that bullshit.
No, arguing with them, fighting with them,
Yeah, I don't do that
physically
type of stuff.
or verbally.
Yeah,
That's definitely out the
I don't
picture.
argue with no woman. I don't do that. That ain't
No,
my thing. You know what
no.
I'm saying? And
Right.
uh,
No, none of that, in public, that type of shit. You
no,
don't do that shit in public. You
No.
take that, like I said, everything in house. Take it home, take it in your car whenever doing all that stuff. But out in public, nobody should see any discomfort, displeasure, none of that.
and you got to know that you ain't always right too. Goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like you said, D-Back, but I'm gonna take it a little further. You said none of that BS out in public. Bro, for real, it shouldn't be none of that BS at your house. That's the key with me, man. Because if it ain't at the house, it 9 times 10 it ain't gonna be out in the streets anyway.
True that. True that. True that. But just a solid attribute is, you know, it's always communication. And that's the truth. You know,
Facts.
um, you can't sustain a long-term relationship if you don't, for lack of better terms, if you don't complain, you're setting up a fused bomb, right? Say the things that you don't like so that other person know that you don't like them. Otherwise, they're gonna keep doing those things that you don't like, and
Mhm.
then eventually you're gonna blow up. So in that communication needs to be good and bad. Hey,
Mhm.
I don't
Mm.
like this, or hey, this bothers me, or hey, I don't like when you say this to me or that to me or whatever. All of it needs to come out.
Right.
All of it. It
Yeah.
can't just be, cotton candy and unicorns.
Mm-mm.
Can't hear
That's
you.
how that sucker shit started to creep into the relationship with that, man. Because y'all moving off false pretenses and shit. You know what I mean? Instead of keeping it 100 in the
Right.
first place.
You think everything is okay, but it never was.
Mm-mm.
Because but nobody's complaining. Nobody's saying the things that they don't like.
Right.
Do you know?
Hey, we got we gonna transition that to with DMAC thought for a day before we get out here. That's gonna transition. Who knows? He might got some. I tell y'all all the time. Get your pencils and paper ready.
Mm-hmm.
Shit get deep. You know what I'm saying?
And my thought comes from, what we've been talking about, social media and access and all of these different ways that people interact these days. But the thought is, as a person, you have to determine whether you want the attention of the mass or the focus of one.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah,
That's heavy right there.
that is deep, dog.
That's the real of it. You want the attention from the masses, or you want focus from one.
Oh man, I like
Mm-hmm.
that one right there. Y'all see how that? I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? With my boy.
You'll have your ass in deep thought.
Oh
Leave
man.
a comment though. Leave a comment.
Comment
We'd
on
love
that.
to hear
How
it.
y'all feel about it and all that stuff. I
Yeah.
appreciate those. It's all good.
Once again, this is the Kind Case Show. This is where we speak up on it. Reach us on all platforms: TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Leave us a comment, like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, it's free; it doesn't cost you anything. So do that for us. And we'd be interested in give us some topics that you want us to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Uh, yeah, we don't mind some suggestions. You know what I mean? This is the show for the people, by the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way we're gonna leave it at that.
No
All right,
doubt.
fellas, that's another one in. We see you tomorrow.
Peace
Same
out,
bat
everybody.
time,
Be
same
good.
bat channel. We out.
Yes, sir.
All right, good people.